This game might have the worst level, not just in the Super Mario Bros. Series, but maybe of any game I've ever played, and it all begins with how awkward Super Mario Land 2 is. Super Mario Land 2 is what you'd get if you took someone who had 5 minutes of Mario experience and told them to make a game. It's a beautiful mess where so many normal rules of Mario no longer apply. 100 coins no longer gives you a 1-up. Coins let you gamble. There's an enemy counter, 100 kills, and you get a star. There's no Bowser, there's Wario. You're not trying to save a princess, you're trying to get your castle back. Oh yeah, Mario has a castle now. I don't know why now Mario lives in a trap house, but Super Mario Land 2 Mario was living it up. We have our favorite worlds like Tree Zone, Pumpkin Zone, and levels featured on our favorite body parts of Mario. It's wild. It's a great time. I know it looks like I'm playing this game on a pregnancy test, but I swear it's a lot of fun. From a strict is this game fun perspective, this game holds its own against any of the other Mario platformers in my opinion. However, deep inside this witch's brew of a game exists a level I would not wish upon anyone. I know most of you have not played this, so please, I want to share my suffering. Guys, I welcome you to the worst level of Super Mario Land 2 for the Game Boy. Before we even get to the level, I have to show you the path to the level, because the shame is so bad it spreads here. Here, you have a hippo. You run, you jump into the hippo's snot bubble to fly. I wasn't joking about this game being a beautiful disaster. And you float, you float, you float. This is how you get to the next zone, the space zone. Now, Hippo Snot level is far from the worst level. This level actually has a very normal way to play it that is fun. There's a little exploring and there's an interesting course layout, but it is poetry that our journey begins like this. Smiling celestial bodies are definitely a bad omen. Anyway, the first level of the space zone is not worth mentioning. That level is actually playable. We're going to the boss level of Space Zone. The boss level of Space Zone? Think of what could be going on here. There could be big stars and stars and stars. Okay, freeze 10 seconds in. And there are already two big flaws to this level. The lack of enemy variety, and it's an auto-scroller. I tend to not like auto-scrollers, but I can deal with them if they're done right and are consistent with the game's design. Consistency. This is the only necessary level in the entire game that is an auto-scroller. 10 seconds in, we have an abnormality. No, a disease on an otherwise healthy, great game. Okay, well, maybe the level has a really cool design that is hard to navigate. Let's continue. I'm going to play this level in the most optimal way possible. We're making our way to the boss. For all I know, I need to keep my precious power-ups for them. I'm going to just hide up here for a bit. Whoa, this hiding up here thing is working really well. Am I missing something? No, I am not. I'm actually as epic as a gamer can get. This is the best way to beat the level, no joke. Other than a couple of dips, I can beat this level by clinging to the ceiling. Of space. Yeah, explain that, scientists. I know I didn't need college. Now, I know exploiting routing in video games isn't that rare, but this level is over 2 minutes long. You want to play this game, you're either playing unnecessary Flappy Bird with the stars, or you're doing nearly nothing for over 2 minutes. Okay, you might be saying, okay, sure, this level has a bunch of nothing, but surely you can have some fun floating around, sniping those non-star enemies with fireballs. Yeah, there's a grand total of 5 of them, and these guys, they're called Tosimbos. They lag your game. If you shoot a fireball at them, they literally lag your game. The Game Boy can't handle the one non-star enemy on this level. Tosimbos don't even do anything except puff up. That's it. They puff up and lag your game. Incredible. But after all that, you're at the boss. A good boss fight can make up for a lot, and the boss of this stage is a returning character, the main bad guy from Super Mario Land 1, Tatanga. In Super Mario Land 1, he wanted Daisy, but now he just wants your blood. Tatanga wants revenge. Surely a 2-minute auto-scroll level was just built up for a... Really? You could just float to the top of him? Oh, God. You don't even have to do what I told you. You could just float to the opposite side of him and he does the work for you. Tatanga couldn't have Daisy, and now he can't find the will to fight. I get it, man. After 2 minutes of do-nothing, laggy, auto-scrolling nonsense, I get a broken boss fight to end it? Okay. There must be a way to save this level. What if I don't hug the ceiling? Maybe this level will be fun on the ground. And other than a few jumps at the beginning, you can cling to the ground just like you can the ceiling. You can go high, you can go low. Either way, this game punches you in the mouth. This level has 0 redeeming qualities. There's nearly 0 enemy variants. There are 2 ways to beat this level by basically doing nothing. The level goes on for 2 minutes and you can do nothing about it. The level looks ugly with it just being stars and blocks, and the boss fight makes me feel bad for Tatanga. Please tell me what I'm missing. With all that said, Super Mario Land 2 is a great game that is often forgotten about. It hasn't been remade outside of a fan colorization. The speedrunning scene is pretty dead. Nintendo didn't even acknowledge that this game had a 30th anniversary recently. One of these days, I hope to make a more positive video on this game, but I hope you can find the worst level in possibly all Mario games to give you a little curiosity to check this game out. I cannot exaggerate enough how creative this game is and how many chances it takes compared to the majority of Mario titles. But as always, video game opinions mean nothing. Tell me, do you know a Mario level worse than this one? I'm about to start a journey in finding the worst level of each Mario game, and I'd love to know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, subscribe, and float.